guys, I'm sitting at my friend Donnie Ray. He's doing another client of his, and you'll notice it's a little different. We're not actually in a studio. We're actually in a house, and it's a super cool artist house.
Kind of amazing.
It's totally amazing. You'll see her dogs run around.
Yep.
But Donnie, your whole thing is explain who. Well, first of all, introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Donnie Ray. I actually ascended here down the East Coast, but via from New York. I was there for about 18 years working in Soho.
He's a New Yorker, guys.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
I can turn the New York on if I need to. So I was in New York City for about 15 years working down in Soho at a salon called Privé, and I was one of their lead educators and also one of their texture specialists. So what I was able to do is, because New York is such a diverse community as far as the Jewish community, the Black community, everybody, you have to know how to work on everybody's hair texture. And I have very difficult curly hair myself, so I know the pain of waking up looking like you literally just had a night out even though you didn't. So I gravitated toward that in my career because one of the products like Brazilian Blowout started kind of coming around. The amazing thing about these is it gave us the creative freedom to either use a hair texture or either change a hair texture. So what we're doing today on this lovely one, Miss Karen here is our beautiful model, and all the little chickens around us here, is we're doing a Brazilian blowout, and what we're going to do is use this to get rid of the frizz. One thing I've learned about being in Arizona, as much as I've traveled and worked in multiple locations, is hair changes consistently with the area that you're in. So when I was in South Carolina and I was in New York, I did a lot more of these, but what I'm finding out here is that a lot of people don't understand how valuable it can be. Because it's not only it doesn't make your hair straight, it's an anti-frizz treatment. So what's great about it is when you do spend the time to do that blowout, and you go out to dinner and you start getting the little kink coming around your hair and all that kind of stuff, this alleviates that. So this basically puts almost like an invisible barrier around your hair. I always kind of like tell people it's like almost like refilling the potholes of like an old paved road. So you're kind of repaving that road. It's from damage, it's from product, it's from salt water or anything like that, pool water. So what this does basically is it puts an invisible barrier around the hair. I'm able to orchestrate and control how much straight I do by how much heat and tension I put on the hair. And the main thing for me is I want people to know out here is that even though there's not a lot of humidity, you still want to have that value of when you do blow dry your hair, you get out the pool and it air dries, because everybody's got a pool here, you can't exist without a pool here. So when you get out
I don't
the pool,
have a pool, so I come here, just FYI. That's how I met Donnie, is I come here and I said, I really hate my hair and I would love a Brazilian blowout, but my gal who did my hair retired, and Donnie said, I do that, and I'm like, oh, I love you.
And we did it right here, right in the kitchen. So,
Did it right here over wine, and I wanted you to notice something else. Do you see what we're doing here? So first of all, her dogs were in the video, but she's got her drinks. So Donnie, do you always do hair and styling and texturing at clients' houses?
yes, I've always had that as kind of like I'm always in the salon too, because I do love to do a lot of color and creativity as far as like that artistry. But for my in-home services, I love doing the texture thing because it takes a while. As you know, it takes like a good 2 hours to do it. And most people can sit here on their laptop, they can work on projects, or they can sit back and watch a movie and drink wine in the comfort of their own home.
And have a cocktail.
Or have a cocktail.
So when COVID hit, you were saying, and there's more listed in the bio, so you can click through that and get more information. But you were saying when COVID hit, you had always done in-home salon, but then COVID hit,
Right.
and your business just took off.
Yes.
But now everyone's out and people can go back to salons, they can go back to restaurants, but you've chosen to continue this portion of your business, correct?
Right. Mm-hmm. All right, enough.
The dogs are fine, Karen doesn't care. This is how her house always
This is always our house.
And-
the doggies totally stealing the show.
The
You see
dog,
that?
yeah, they always steal it. So he does not do dog grooming. That was
I
Sean
am
from
not.
Doggy Days.
No.
He does that. So go to that video if you want a dog groomer. But for people,
Yes, and for people, and what I've found too is that a lot of people, because of COVID, had to navigate a whole different direction as far as getting their hair done. And a lot of my guests were like, I don't really want to go back to the salon. And I was like, oh, they're like, it's an overhead, so you have to charge more prices and stuff like that. So with this, I'm able to contain and control the prices and give it a little bit more of a lenient scale for it. Because as we know, this is an expensive treatment. It starts around $300, but I also do certain sections of the head. It doesn't have to be the whole head.
So I can totally do a mullet if I wanted to. But let's
If you
not
ever
go
wanted
there.
bangs and you've always had crazy bangs, that we
No
never
one
do it,
wants
we just do the
bangs, Donnie. No one
Bangs
wants.
are back. The 90s
I
are in,
have
girl.
bangs.
I'm like, the
Okay,
90s
so
are in.
I lied. Karen has bangs, but y'all should know that Karen's a bit of a hippie and an artist. So
And amazing.
she's amazing. But I'm just saying. So, but if I got bangs for whatever reason and they were awful, you could fix them, correct, Donnie?
Absolutely, and I have used this to fix people's bangs before.
There you go, folks.
For
That's on it.
sure. But
So,
a lot of
Donnie,
my
what
guests
else?
did, they wanted to keep this specific service. Now for color and stuff like that, obviously my guests wanted to continue to go into the salon because messy, you know what I mean, that. But when it comes to this, because it is a long process and people can actually now work from home, like Karen works from home, so she could literally be doing this and have her video muted and be getting her hair done.
So one of the things that I thought was really cool is not only do you do individual hair appointments, but you've been called in to do parties and like girls' weekends
Yep.
and things like that. So explain how you like girls' weekend and then you come on in. What does that even look like? Describe that. I mean, I'm thinking like a bridal shower or a divorce party or just a bunch of girls getting together.
Mm-hmm.
Explain what you do. Like if there's 10 of us rowdy drinking wine.
Yeah. So with me, back in the day, like I had my assistant in New York who would come with me if I had over like 3 to 4 people. I kind of like to keep around 3 to 4 to 5, but yeah, it really is like, I've had people come in and do lashes with me while I'm doing Brazilian blowouts. It's like a whole, like almost like a little controlled circus in a sense, I would say. So you got people over there who are chilling, having their wine, catching up, connecting. I'm doing the Brazilian, someone could be doing lashes or whatever. It just kind of makes it more of like a fun party. And also like everybody gets a haircut too if they decide they want to get their hair trimmed. I usually always recommend getting at least a trim after a Brazilian blowout. But it's just kind of fun because everybody gets to have like a girls' night. You don't have to, or a lot of my girls, I would say you don't have to go out, but a lot of them do. Like we'll start the party around 4, we'll wrap it up around 7:30, 8, and I've had so many of my guests who like called a car service and like that was it. They were out on the town.
And they call the car service because half the time they'd already been drinking since 4 while he's doing their hair.
Exactly, which I encourage highly.
He
to
had
have fun.
So one of the things that I got to be present for was we had a girls' weekend, and one of the ladies was an older woman, and she cut all of her hair off.
Yes.
And she'd shown you a picture, and you looked at it, and then looked at her facial features, and based on that, you made some adjustments.
Correct.
But explain what happened at the end.
Well, first of all, it was like amazing that she actually entrusted me to do such a dramatic change because she's been growing it out for
10 years?
16, well,
Oh,
16,
16
months.
years.
She had
16
had
months.
it cut
Months.
since,
Yeah.
COVID.
And she had naturally curly texture hair, but she wanted this massive change and wanted to cut it all off. So A, I was honored that she trusted me, and B, at the end of it, it was just so nice to see her. I mean, she just changed. Like she lit up. Her hair was different. Her bone structure was different. It balanced out her face a little bit more. I think it gave her like
She gained
10 years
Yeah,
off.
I was gonna say she looked 10 years younger.
Yeah.
So a good
Youthfulness.
haircut, a good color,
Mm-hmm.
a good style. So you helped with all that. So when you say that you're a stylist,
Yes.
you're not just talking about hair. You're talking about the structure, the texture, the color.
Right.
You can completely transform. So Karen, if you stay long enough, you're going to see that she's going to turn into a 16-year-old blonde woman.
Exactly.
It'll be really
Just let
cool.
me grab my magic wand real quick.
Yeah, he's like the fairy godmother. So, Donnie, if people want to book you, how
Yes.
far out do they need to book you?
Right now, just because I'm new to the area, so I'm slowly getting my girls in. Right now, it's about like a week. Moving forward, it might be a little bit longer, but I'm pretty able to navigate to really get people in for this as pretty as quick as possible.
And
you know?
what I mean, if you're just doing a straight haircut, color, whatever, like block off what, 2 hours,
About 2
3
hours.
hour? Okay,
Yeah,
so 2
just for a
hours.
haircut, an hour. Like if you just need a haircut, that's about like an hour service. If you're looking for a Brazilian, I would say at least kind of give us about like a Brazilian and a haircut. I'd say 2.5 to 3.
So-
And it depends on the hair, the length, the texture, the density, and all that fun stuff.
So, and you don't mind dogs.
No, we love our doggies.
He loves his dogs.
We
He
love
obviously
babies.
doesn't mind drinking. So what else do I need for this to be set up properly? For you to work and get my hair beautiful and flowing and gorgeous, what do you need? Do I have to have like a salon quality house, or do I have to have those chairs that go up and down? What do I need?
No, I mean, after
None of
working
that.
in New York City for 18 years and doing a lot of in-homes and people's apartments and also going to hotel rooms, like I have learned to navigate myself around Fashion Week backstage. Like you're literally always looking for an outlet. So all I need is a good outlet and a comfortable place for you to sit and relax. And that's pretty much about
And
it.
a nice client. So, all
and
right.
nice clients.
There you have it.
And
So,
cool.
Donnie Ray, New York City, Donnie Ray NYC. See his information on the website. Tell all your friends. Better yet, have like a girls' weekend.
Those are the best. Those are fun.
There you go. Those are
Totally
the best.
fun.
And those are fun. Have a girls' weekend. You don't have to drink, but most of them will.
Yes.
So just come, enjoy, check out the rest of his information. He's got some great information he filled out online that he'd love to share with you. So I look forward to speaking to you all soon. And don't forget, support local. Always, always, always.
Thank you
Support
guys
local.
so much.
Bye.
Ciao.
And the dogs say bye too.
Dog City, love you. Bye.